She didn't stay because she didn't know it was hurting her. She stayed because she believed love was supposed to be patient. She believed that if she held on long enough, if she tried hard enough, if she became understanding enough, things would eventually soften. Everyone around her called her strong. They admired how much she endured. What they didn't see was how tired she was becoming in silence. She was the kind of person who loved deeply, not loudly, not dramatically, but consistently. She remembered small details. She checked in when others forgot. She stayed when things became uncomfortable. People trusted her with their emotions because she made space for them. And because she made space for everyone else, she rarely asked for much in return. She told herself that this was what love looked like. At first, the signs were small. Late replies that came with explanations. Conversations that ended before they began. Moments where she felt like she was talking but not being heard. She noticed them, but she didn't panic. She told herself relationships weren't perfect, that people had bad days. That understanding mattered more than comfort, so she adjusted. She chose patience over honesty, silence over confrontation, hope over reality. And for a while, that felt noble. Over time, staying stopped being a choice. It became a habit. She learned how to shrink her needs, how to explain things gently, how to wait without complaining. She started measuring her words, timing her emotions, second-guessing herself before speaking, not because anyone asked her to, but because she didn't want to lose what she was holding on to. Love, she believed, was something you protected, even if it cost you. The change didn't happen overnight. It arrived quietly. She slept but never felt rested. She laughed but felt distant. She smiled automatically. People said she was glowing. They said she handled things so well. She didn't correct them. But late at night, when everything was quiet, she felt a heaviness she couldn't explain. Not sadness, just exhaustion. The kind that comes from carrying emotions that were never fully met. She began to feel like she was always waiting. Waiting for replies. Waiting for reassurance. Waiting for effort to match intention. She told herself it would change. That love had seasons. That this was just a phase. But deep down, she knew something was wrong. Love wasn't supposed to feel this lonely. And yet, she stayed. Because leaving felt unfamiliar. Because starting over felt scary. Because hope still whispered, just a little longer. The moment that changed, everything wasn't dramatic. There was no argument, no betrayal, no final straw, just silence. One evening, she sat alone, scrolling through messages that said nothing new, and a thought arrived quietly. If nothing changes, can I live like this forever? She didn't answer immediately. She sat with the question, and for the first time, she didn't rush to defend staying. She realized something painful, but honest. She wasn't staying because things were good. She was staying because leaving felt uncomfortable. She had mistaken endurance for strength, fear for loyalty, hope for love, and admitting that hurt more than any argument ever had. But clarity has a way of settling in once you stop fighting it. Leaving didn't feel powerful. It felt unfamiliar. There were no speeches, no long explanations, no need to convince anyone, just distance. The first days felt empty, then quiet, then slowly peaceful. She missed what was familiar, but she didn't miss how small she had felt. For the first time in a long time, she could breathe without waiting. She learned that love shouldn't require constant self-abandonment. That patience is not meant to erase you. That staying isn't always proof of love. Sometimes it's proof of fear. And that leaving doesn't always mean failure. Sometimes it means honesty. She didn't stop loving. She stopped disappearing. And in choosing herself quietly, She found the peace she had been waiting for in someone else. Some stories don't end loudly. They end honestly. If this story felt familiar, you're not alone. Subscribe for more stories that feel real.